Hey guys, how you doing? jpsarrireviews here. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Now, the weekend was intense for statue collectors. There were a lot of pre-orders, a lot of amazing looking stuff. So as I normally do, in this video, I want to bring some of the highlights, some of the things that I like about this weekend, the good and the bad. I want to point that out for you. I want to help you decide if you want to add this to your collection or not. So in this video, we're going to cover the new Iron Studios diorama for the Dungeons & Dragons collection. We're going to talk about the Jon Stewart Green Lantern by Tweeterhead, and also the highly anticipated Jungle Hunter Predator by Prime 1 Studios. So stay tuned for the next couple of minutes. First, we're going to start with Iron Studios. So that's the reason I'm here at the website. I will have the link for all these items in the description for those who are interested. So let's look at this statue, the Tiamat Battle Demi Art Scale 1/20th. Dungeons & Dragons. Now, the price is super steep for this, in my opinion. $1,400. Yes, it is a 1/20th scale. And I know some people will say, well, that's extremely small, particularly when this collection has been 1/10. The reason why they did that is because the dragon is super big, and having an actual 1/10 scale would be super large and super expensive. So they decided to go with something smaller and also add the characters in the cartoon so to create this diorama. So that was the decision behind it. However, even at this scale as a 1/20th, I still find it very steep for this. I wasn't really as a big fan of the cartoon back in the 80s. It was not my favorite cartoon. I watched some of the episodes, but I was never really, I would say, crazy about it. I did like the design. It was interesting, and definitely there's a lot of, it's a big fan base out there, particularly in Latin America and in Brazil. It seems that they really love the show. So this has been well received by the fans, and that's good. And I'm telling you, the art here, the concept is super nice. The colors of the dragon are super cool. Tiamat, definitely, it's huge here, and all the different characters, it really created a really nice diorama. This kind of reminds me a little bit of the Monster Hunter Rathalos diorama by Connecticut's, and kind of the same concept, kind of the same scale. So it kind of follows the same trend. And I like that. I think that's also a fantastic looking diorama. So I think they kind of did the same thing here with the different characters in this battle. And it's super cool. So the detail is there. The paint job is really good. And they did a terrific job on in the whole display. So I always love this type of dioramas. I think dioramas are something that really has always been attractive to me. One of the reasons why I became a statue collector in the first place, because of dioramas. Now, keep in mind that there's a lot of detail in these tiny little pieces. Of course, every single character. There's a lot of things that are added to a diorama that make this piece very unique, and of course more difficult to produce in comparison to a singular piece. And that's the reason why sometimes they're pricey. However, that doesn't mean that I don't consider this very expensive for what it is. I still think that it's too expensive. I would say at this particular scale, I'm looking perhaps I don't know, $1,000 the most. That would be the perfect price, in my opinion. Still, people will complain about it, but I feel that that will be a fair price. However, we need to keep in mind that the times are changing. The price of everything is going up, and it's super expensive. Everything is becoming super expensive. This hobby is expensive. So you have to keep that in mind. There's a video that they produced. I will have the link for you. It's pretty much the presentation of this piece, and the artists are talking about it, and it's nice that they have that opportunity, because unfortunately Iron Studios doesn't really mention the name of the artist in their description of every piece, which is unfortunate, because I do believe that they are very intrinsical. They're very important to the manufacturing of this, the production of these, and the art is really translated well, and they deserve credit for that. Some people will complain about the scale. They're saying, well, why is it 1/20 when everything is 1/10? That they couldn't go with that. However, again, they mentioned in that video the reason why they did it is because as a 1/10 would be super huge and super expensive, and not everyone will be able to acquire this and add it to the collection. So they went with a happy medium, and this is really a standalone piece more than anything else. And I think that's the way you have to perceive this. Even if you're not a collector of the 1/10, if you look at this as a standalone piece, I think that's a much better choice. So yeah, it's really cool. Nice addition to the collection. Not for everyone, but here you can see the scale and the difference, and that's the reason why it is priced that high. Still, I feel that $1,000 will have been a much better price. But of course, that's just my personal take on that. Alright guys, now we're moving on to Tweeterhead, and this Jon Stewart Green Lantern exclusive has a lot of people talking. It's a really nice looking piece. I really like it. Of course, we have now the exclusive at the website. You can also get the exclusive at Sideshow. The price for the exclusive is $399.99. It's limited to 450 pieces. They don't have an edition size yet for the regular edition. And this is going to arrive sometime in the first quarter of 2022, next year. Now, if you order through Tweeterhead, you get, if you pay in full, $25 off, which is good. Also, you can choose the flex payment system, where you pay a deposit of $50 and then you pay equal payments. I think 9 payments, something like that. And you also, if you live in the United States, you have to pay, you only pay a flat rate, which is $25 right now for shipping, which is not bad at all. If you have to order outside of the US, then you have to go through Sideshow. Sideshow also offers a layaway payment plan, which is not bad. You pay a little more, but they do have the exclusive there as well. Now, I want to mention the artists involved here because this is an army of phenomenal people. We have in the design, just in the design, we have Andrew Huerta, Brandon Guerrero, you have Gio Napkill, you have David Igo, also Guillermo Barbiero, but he also did the sculpt. He is the sculptor, if I'm not mistaken, of the figure of Jon Stewart. Keith Kapinski, also another sculptor. Amilcar Fong, he has sculpted Batch, the squirrel, which is super cool. It's a nice addition. And Mike Flommer, he is the painter. All right, now we're looking at the pictures, and I'm telling you, the sculpt of Jon Stewart is amazing. It is amazing. The physique is really, really well done. I think it's one of the best looking Jon Stewarts we have. The other one, in my opinion, is the Jon Stewart that Sideshow did. I love that piece, but of course it's a 1/4 scale. If you're a quarter scale collector, then definitely that's the best option. Now, you're a 1/6 collector. This is the best Jon Stewart ever. It's just super cool. Look at that. And of course, you have this battery right here from the Sinestro Corps. I think this is after a battle. Looks super cool. And the stand is nice. The whole sculpt is super nice. I can tell you, if Guillermo was the one that did the majority of this sculpt, he did a terrific job. He is just phenomenal. His sculpts are amazing, and he's just getting better and better. That's for sure. He doesn't need light up features or anything like that. Of course, you know, light up features are always kind of cool, but not necessarily for any piece. You know, it's something that the paint job, if you do a good paint job, you can replicate the lighting or anything like that. So that's good. I like the smoke that they added here. Nice way the paint job they did in the smoke makes it look natural. So it doesn't look like just a plastic thing or just a polyresin thing there that, you know, it looks very artificial. It doesn't look like it, which is good here. But man, that pose is super good. And the physique of this character is amazing. He is cut for sure, but it's well done. It's not excessive. So it's just natural. And now, of course, the whole regular piece comes with a lot of extras. Even though the exclusive has an extra portrait, the regular comes with a lot of extra things. So you're familiar with Jon Stewart's biography, then you know that he is a retired U.S. Marine. So he's a marksman. And that's the reason why he carries that. And I like that. I like that they added this blaster, this sniping blaster. It's cool. And then you have the alternate arm, but he has the arm resting in comparison to the other one where he's showing the ring. The Batch figure, the squirrel figure, this was done by Amilcar, and Amilcar did a really nice job with it. I really like it. I don't know, this is another addition, and I'm just thinking ahead, thinking about how this collection is gonna grow and how it's going to expand into the Lantern Corps, which is something that I really like. And the other time that we have seen Batch, of course, DC Collectibles did a lot of the statues for Batch or Chip. They did a few of those mini bus, things like that. But then was the quarter scale Green Lantern that had the Batch alongside it. But now, of course, here on the 1/6, it's super nice. It's gonna be very tiny as a 1/6, but man, it's a really cool addition. And every piece, whether it's the regular or the exclusive, you're going to get it. That's really nice. And here you can see up close, the paint job is nice. Really nice touch with this one. I'm excited for this one. I'm telling you, I'm excited because I pre-ordered this, and I think Tweeterhead is on the right track with all these characters are coming our way. There's a Flash coming very soon. Really exciting time. So here's the Superman. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get the exclusive, but I'm thinking about maybe getting the regular unless I'm able to get the exclusive. But regardless, I think these are amazing pieces, and I think Tweeterhead is on the right track every step of the way. I think this company is doing amazing work. Yes, the price is higher than, even this Jon Stewart is higher than Superman. And I know people are mentioning that. I know a lot of people are not happy about that. But we gotta keep in mind that right now the times are really difficult for all these companies. They're trying to stay afloat, and they're trying to mark the price in a decent way. And it's not as simple as people think it is. You cannot fight the shipping companies. The price is set, and I don't want to be political here. I'm just stating the facts. We have to understand that. I like the goatee. It looks great on him. Of course, this is mostly based on the character on the Justice League Unlimited, a show that I love a lot. I enjoyed that show very, very much. So I like that they added this here. I give kudos to Tweeterhead for doing what they're doing right now. As a company, they just doing amazing stuff. And this piece is a testament of that investment that they have into this collection and what they're trying to achieve. All right, guys, so now we're moving on to Prime 1 Studio, and this is a highly anticipated, the Jungle Hunter Predator. This is the deluxe bonus version. There's a regular version, but to be honest with you, at this price point, $3,000, go for the biggest one. If you're going to pay, there's a couple of $100 difference, I go for the one that comes with everything. This piece is amazing. It was the highlight for me at the last showcase. To me, that was the best looking piece there. Here you can see a comparison between this one, the Jungle Hunter Predator, and the big game cover art Predator. You can see the big difference. Of course, this is a 1/3. But man, looks amazing. The detail they did here, it's amazing. They have 167 pictures. That's a lot of pictures. But this is a photogenic piece. If you have seen that video, the particular presentation of this piece, then you know how much love they added to this piece, the detail. The artists were so involved, a lot of Argentine artists involved in the process. They did an amazing job here. There's always someone that is going to nitpick this and that, but in my opinion, it is perfection at what they brought here. And here you have the Max Call, Jim Hopper dog tag, you got the right hand part, you have the left hand part. These are all the bonus parts that come with this one, which is really nice. You can see this other hand with the bonus part. A lot of attention to detail here. The dog tag right there, bloody too, really good. That skull with the damage, all that is really nice. And the paint job, man, amazing. Love the detail, love the base. It was an amazing looking piece. The detail here, it's beyond words. This is the best looking Predator statue that we have seen up to this point. Nothing else can compare. And of course, some people will say, well, there's a half scale, life size, all of that. But man, the detail here, this 1/3 scale makes this, in my opinion, the ultimate piece for Predator fans. The mouth, the way he's opening the mouth, all that looks very accurate with the film. So they use a lot of that information. And they apply it so well here. Here you see the mask on the side. Man, the detail is there. It has a light up feature right there and the shoulder cannon. Really cool. Look at that. The details there, the bonus hand parts. Really nice. Man, I'm telling you, it's really cool. At every angle of this piece, I'm excited for it. And I am not a Predator collector, to be honest. You know, I'm not. I'm a Predator fan. I love the films, but I have never really collected anything from Predator. I have a lot of friends that actually that's all they collect. Whether there is Predator, Alien, or Terminator. That's all the only things that they concentrate on. You know, films and stuff. And they love this. And I know they're excited for this one. Perhaps not excited for the price, but they're excited for it regardless. Look at every part that comes with it. Everything. Of course, you also have these plaques come with the deluxe version. Really nice. It's just so much detail, and here we can see the dimensions are 90 centimeters, so it's almost a meter tall. And on the width and the breadth, you're looking at 71 centimeters and 68 centimeters. That's the depth. So cool. This is a very cool, and I don't know how these plants are made. I don't think they're made of polystone. Perhaps they're just the plastic. I hope they are, because if not, they're gonna be breakable. But here you also have the stand, so you can rest those extra heads, the portraits. That is really cool. That is really a nice touch. That really adds to the price in the end, but really makes it the ultimate display. Here you can see the lasers in his eyes, really cool. The symbol in the auto destruction bracelet that he carries, really cool. They thought about everything. Every single thing is thought out in this piece, and I'm telling you, they did an amazing job on every angle. I love that. The plants look amazing there. Definitely there's a nice touch. He's in a jungle, of course, so might as well just represent that really, really well. Look at that. Man. These portraits are amazing. They did such a terrific job with it. Really cool. And there's another one coming soon. This is from Predator 2. So we know that they give us that hint also in that video. I know. This is going to be a nice display. People are excited for this one. Then you have two side by side are going to be the most amazing display, in my opinion, you can have for Predator. Keep in mind that these are exclusive pieces. These are extremely exclusive for those who can afford it. And I don't have to feel bad about it. I don't think Prime One Studio has to diminish the quality of some products just in order to cater to the masses. In the end, I think the people that really are in love with this one, with this type of depictions, are going to pay the price because they love that. They have something that is very unique and is the ultimate representation of something. And I'm okay with that. I don't think we have to have, every company has to cater to the masses. I think there are companies that they do that and they're very good at it. And there are companies that they really market themselves for the high-end collector, the highest in the food chain. And I'm okay with that. I have no problem with it. I feel that ultimately it is a choice that every company has to make. And there is a market for everything. And I feel that there's a good market for this. And I know a lot of people are excited for it. And yes, some people are going to complain about it. You know, some people, they love to complain about everything. I'm not one of them. Yeah, I do have complaints, and I mention certain things here and there, and some things I feel that the price is not as good. And I would say, yes, in the perfect world, I would love for this to be on the $1,000, but based on the quality that it has, based on everything that has been added, and knowing how much detail they put into this, and you can see the moss there, and some mud, and all those little things on the crevices of every single thing, you realize that this is amazing. Look at the water there, the resin that they use for that one. I think that I even saw in the video like a 10 little fish, you know, right there, which is something amazing. It's such detail that it's been added to these pieces that they're beyond words. It's beyond my understanding. Like, thinking about how this hobby has evolved over the years, thinking about the things that we have seen, that I have personally seen over the years, it just blows my mind. It blows my mind to see this company's doing the work they're doing. And I know that it's not for everyone. I wish I have all the money in the world. I wish I have the space for all of this. I wish if I have the power in my hands, I build a museum. I built a museum and I will showcase all of this. And I will, you know, if I have the money and the possibility, I will not charge anyone just to come and see this stuff. I will let particularly kids come and see it, because ultimately I feel that this collectibles is a way to preserve the legacy of these stories, films or cartoons or comics, of all of that for the next generation. And I think it's important for collectors to share that with their kids and with everyone. Is the beauty of these things that we love, that we're passionate about. That's been my approach to collectibles always. Look at that base, look at the trunk of that tree. Definitely, the detail is there. And I think, in my opinion, it justifies the price. If people are paying that for silicone pieces, and even more, in my opinion, you can pay that for a fully polystone piece. The leather feel here, the texture on that is really nice. The painter did an amazing job with that. And look at the water. Look at that. It's just, you can see the pebbles right there. Really, really nice. This is an amazing piece of art. Amazing, you know? Look at it there. You can see it. Like I was telling you, the fishes right there. It's small fishes right there. Who does that? You know? This is amazing. I see a serpent now. Now I see the snake. The first time I see it. This is an amazing piece of work. And the detail they have done here, definitely, in my opinion, yes, it is expensive, but I say I justify it. They did a good job with this one. No denying it. There's no doubt about it. $3,000. I would say if you pay the $3,000, you get your money's worth with this piece, in my opinion. Of course, you know, some people will disagree with me. They will say it should be 25. I disagree on this one. Based on the pricing of everything, like I mentioned, everything that we have seen here is going up in price. In this video today, we have mentioned all of that. I feel that we have to adapt to it. If you have to go for the economy shipping, then go for economy. You choose that. That's the best alternative. It may take longer, but at least it will get to you. If Sideshow's carrying this, then go through Sideshow or go through Spec Fiction if they're also carrying it. Sometimes we have to find ways to do certain things, but ultimately, if you want the ultimate representation of the Predator, then definitely this is the one in my book, at least for now, until something else comes along. But what is your opinion? What do you think about the pieces that we covered today? Are you a fan of these? Are you a fan of Tiamat from Iron Studios? Are you a fan of Jon Stewart? Are you a fan of the Jungle Hunter? What do you think about the pricing? Let me know in the comments below. So once again, my friends, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, to comment, and to subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification button so you're reminded of the next video. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. The links are down below. And please consider supporting the channel financially through Patreon. My friends, God bless you. Take care. I will talk to you again. Bye-bye.